Hi, my name is James Gwertzman. I'm CEO of PlayFab, and I'm so excited to have you checking us out. So thank you very much for coming on board and signing up. I'm creating a little video just to kind of welcome you to the platform, tell you a little bit about what we do, and talk about where we might go from here. So what is PlayFab? PlayFab is a game operations platform. We're trying to provide, in a single place, everything you need to build, launch, and then operate your live game. We realize that the game industry has changed a lot in the last couple of years. It's gone from a world where you built games and launched them, toasted champagne and went off and built your next game, to a world where you launch a game, and then what happens after you launch the game, the whole operations phase, frankly, has a lot more to do with the success of your game than how you built it in the first place. Yeah, of course you've got to have a fun game. If you don't have a fun game, game over. But if you do have a fun game, how you actually operate it post-launch really starts to matter more and more. And so what we're trying to do at PlayFab is give you everything you need in one place to help you launch and operate that game effectively. So what does that mean? Well, we're doing at least 4 things. Number one, we have a whole bunch of back-end services, almost like a back-end as a service company. These services that you can use when you're building out your game. So these are services like managing your player profile, services like in-game commerce and item trading between players and virtual currency balances and managing your catalog for your game, services like leaderboards, services like content updates and storing information about your game on the back-end where you can change it, even services like CloudScript where you can actually put game logic on our servers where you can change it anytime you want to without having to recompile and resubmit your game to Apple. So we have backend services. All those services are fully documented, easy to use. We've got a bunch of SDKs or different platforms you can use to access them. That's really the heart of our core platform. Number 2, we have something called the Game Manager. The Game Manager is meant to be the mission control center, the set of dashboards and control panels that your entire operations team would use to operate your game. And operating a game is a big deal. It's not just one person sitting in a room. Typically, it's a whole team of people involved. There's a marketing person, there's a customer acquisition person, there is a game designer, engineers, CEOs, everyone gets involved. And so we've designed the Game Manager to be that central hub that your entire team can sit around and do their jobs. And so we're going to be continually investing in this Game Manager. It's going to continually grow over time, adding more and more features and reports and dashboards and functions to help your team be ever more effective in game operations. Third piece of what we do, integrating other companies for you. Today, we integrate mostly on the distribution side. So we've pre-integrated companies like Facebook and Google and Apple, and even Congregate and PayPal and others, and Amazon. Companies that you need to actually launch and operate your game, we've integrated for things like payments and authentication. If you want to use Steam Buddy List, we've got that integrated. So all these services are pre-integrated, so you can just turn them on and use them and not have to write any custom integration code yourself. And over time, we're going to be continually integrating more and more service partners like those so that you can use them and not have to do those integrations yourself. Because frankly, you've got better things to do with your time. Fourth piece of what we do, education. The more game developers we work with, the more we realize that there's this pretty big gap between the best game operations practices as practiced by companies like Machine Zone, Supercell, and King.com and others, and everyone else. And that's partly because these guys hold their cards close to their chest, but partly because it's just so new. There's way more information out there in the game industry today on things like building an AI or optimizing your game platform or your game graphics platform than there is on things like how to actually make operate your game effectively, monetize effectively, acquire customers, retain them, and so forth. So we see that as part of our mission, is helping share that information and provide access to those best practices. So we have white papers and blogs and webinars and videos and resources on our website that you can come and check out to learn more about game operations. So please do take advantage of those. We have a forum that we've set up. We encourage you to join that forum, join that community. Don't just use it for asking questions like, how do I use a certain API? Ask questions like, how should I run an effective happy hour? Is it okay to change my prices of items post-launch? Will I screw up my customer base? What data should I be tracking day to day? How do I use segmentation effectively? These are the kinds of questions we want you asking, not just us, but other developers, and create that community around the game operations space. So that's the third piece. That's the fourth piece of what we do. So collectively, please let us know if you have any questions. We have a developer relations team, devrel@playfab.com, devrel@playfab.com, standing by to answer your questions. I've been in the game business now myself for more than 15 years. I've been in the game creation side for most of that time. I've only recently switched over to being on the kind of services side. I know what it's like to be a small developer. I had 2 of my own game studios, one of which Spoke Games was just 4 people. We got bought by PopCap. I was at PopCap and there were 30 people, all the way until there were 600 people. So I know what that life cycle is like. I know what it's like to be a developer. We really are trying to make life easier for you. I know that you never have enough resources to do everything you want to do. You shouldn't have to build a back-end and services from scratch. We're there to basically provide, just like Unity is more and more providing engine technology to help you build your game, service like PlayFab are there to help you do all the operations side. So between Unity and PlayFab, we hope we have everything you need to let you focus on being creative and innovative and actually building the game itself and not worrying about building core technology. So thank you, check us out, and good luck.